Welcome to this week's episode of Azentuary. We left off last time a great tidal wave coming across the desert, wiping out tents, depositing ships up on the shore, and you hear the screams. You found yourself running, ending up in the gold market, that little town square kind of looking thing that you had been in before. And those screams were chasing you, and now as you stop, you realize those are not screams of fear, but screams of pain as you are being surrounded by those being like stabbed and pierced. You see what look like almost knights in armor of made of coral. Their blue skin shining in the sun as they're running various market goers through with their spears.
I think we should find a place to hide.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
What, hiding?
No, I mean, the situation that has appeared before us. Not ideal.
This is true.
I was woken from a much-needed nap for this. So yes, hiding. I like that idea.
No, Chakakana's still pretty hurt from the last shenanigans.
Hence the need for hiding.
How many people do we see? How many of the coral creatures?
You kind of look around and you see at least a dozen of them just in your periphery.
And are they surrounding us, or
they're all
over?
They're not necessarily looking at you. They're all over you. The flattened areas that you can see across, you'd see them just cutting their way through. There are still upright tents, though, at your back.
Okay.
Well, I have an easy solution, because I can just alter self and make myself look like one of them. So it's up to you guys. What do you guys want to do?
Fleeing seems like a pretty good idea to me.
Okay, which direction do we flee in? Which direction is not currently getting overwhelmed with water?
Well, basically everything, if you'd imagine, you're in like the northwest kind of part of the market, so everything basically to the southeast of you has been flooded out. If you went, basically anywhere due west to due north, anywhere in that range, you would not be going towards water.
All right, what is due north and due west of us?
Well, you've got a kind of single layer of tents and then open desert to the north, and then to the west you have a whole bunch of tents, probably 10 layers or so before you get to the edge of the desert.
Oh, okay, so most of the market has been flooded then.
Yes.
Chakakano has an idea.
What is that?
Do you recall the Wizard Tower?
You mean the one we blew up?
Yes. Chakakano's idea is, why do we not blow up more?
You want to go
I don't
back
exactly
to
follow, but I don't think now is the time for anarchy.
Well, no.
No. Slaughter attackers. Thin herds. Make easier hunting.
Not a bad idea.
Say that again? What do we do?
Young ones. Slaughter attackers. Thin herds. Make easier hunting. When hunting,
attackers.
difficult... Yes, when you hunt, it is not good to hunt the herd all at once. Pick off stragglers. Make easier kills.
So we're gonna stealth this bitch, huh?
If you wish to call this. Chakakano believes large explosions would be more adequate.
Ah,
Oh, so you mean to blow up the tower as like a showering rain of death upon our opponent?
no, he means for us. to
No,
go back.
no. How did
Okay,
we blow
sorry.
up tower?
No, he means for us to go back to where we were when we blew up the wizard's tower the last time.
Yeah.
At least
Go
someone
back to
in
that
the
control
Hutching
room.
group has intelligence.
So
Okay.
try and find that control room again, and then unleash more weapons onto the merfolk.
Yeah. Who has the
Exactly.
fuse on them? Me.
Uh,
I have it.
Yes. It's like, do you not anymore?
I wrote it somewhere weird on my sheet, so I was like, wait, where is it?
I was
Okay,
gonna
yes.
say, you guys have a lot of stuff on you.
We do. So I had to rifle around my backpack for a second for this giant ass fuse. Okay.
So here's my question: does anybody know where it is? Because
Can I make a history check?
Absolutely.
Aha!
Came out of it or
6.
something.
You're like, it was, you just kind of point, like, I think it was way over there, and you point to the south.
Okay.
Oh, the part that's flooded.
Wakakano's going to do a history check as well. To see if he remembers.
Okay.
12.
You agree. You say, yep, it was down to the south, probably 3 districts or so that way.
I'm doing a history check too.
Okay.
as will
Um,
I.
Make sure that we have some remembrance.
I got a 6.
I got a 9.
Jeez.
Guess we're going
You
south?
all are in agreement. You all are like vaguely scratching your faces, going like, yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, it was definitely kind of that way.
Oh my god.
I mean, once again, I can disguise myself and kind of do more covert investigations.
It's seems like all out slaughter out here. Now might not be the best time for investigations.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna go towards the south anyways, we're probably gonna encounter those guys. They'll want to attack me if I look like them.
Well, we can't go south because it's all flooded with the ocean.
You can swim, can't you?
That's
It's not that
true.
deep now that, I mean, the initial wave came in and it doesn't stay super deep. It does recede.
Okay. Let's make our way south then. I do remember it being on the edge of town.
That's right. It was in the.
We were in the desert, I remember, and it was very
No.
dark. No. Oh,
No.
okay.
Wait. Was this the thing that we went into in the whaling district?
The whaling.
Or
I remember
something?
we
They were
came
having
out
a
of a
big
tunnel or
party.
something.
Yeah,
So
the
they-
big party. Yeah, it was
There was
the
a big
broad
party and we
market.
distracted them and went down this like kind of manhole cover thing, and that's where we got
Yeah.
to it from.
Yep, you're correct.
Yippee! Does anyone remember
It
what
is-
district that was?
Wasn't it the well?
The
I thought it was
Pati
the well
district?
No, it was not the well. Though there was another thing in the well that you guys didn't explore.
Okay.
We found a remote nuke. What more do we need to explore beyond that?
Fair enough.
Like ICBM control. Oh, but you guys could have gotten a magical axe or ICBMs.
Hmm.
Well, we can. Could have been like the Masons district.
No.
No.
And where are we at now?
You're at the gold market.
Ah. While we're here, and since we don't really exactly remember where we are going, we might have to fight through a bunch of things to get where we're going. I'm gonna do our Arcana check.
Okay. On.
Just the general surroundings.
Okay, you open up your Arcani senses.
Yeah. So that's like a 19.
Yeah, there's like the tingle of magic from that wave of water that came in, and you sense there's something powerfully magic to the south of you. Maybe like a district's worth away.
Great.
Hmm. That seems like
Right,
a
well,
good direction.
I guess we be going south. Even though some of us are more damaged than others, and some of us don't have many spell slots left.
Hmm.
Apparently, death waits for no one, so.
Right.
But creativity will be your friend.
Creativity will be your friend.
That's funny.
You know what really fuels my creativity? Being able to for 8 hours. 8 hours sleep would be nice.
Well, lass,
How much?
unfortunately, that does not seem to be in our cards at the moment. But just look at it this way. We'll get all the sleep we need when we're dead.
Gee, I feel way better.
Right? Yes, me too.
This is
So,
a good argument. You are learning.
How much sleep did you actually get when you were in the tavern place?
I'm pretty sure
Last
little
time.
to none.
Yeah, probably none at all.
Oh yeah, because you had just gone in, had a drink, and then basically your companions came rushing in to tell you the wave was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Right on.
sleeping. All right.
Anyways, I will ask, has it been a dawn since we entered Chakakano's thing? The last,
Probably.
The last dungeon
I
crawl
don't-
we did, has it dawned since then?
I don't remember, but let's just hand wave and say yes. Why not?
Okay, cool.
It's dawn somewhere, right?
Yeah, there you go. That'll work. Alright, well, I say we head south and try to avoid engaging in combat.
Awesome.
As we try to remember where the heck that party was.
And find the magical item that we lost. Because I'm guessing that's south of us.
Sure. Wait, what do you mean?
The jellyfish that got pickpocketed from us.
It was a cephalopod.
Cuttlefish, thank you very
Cuttlefish.
much.
It is
You get
stuck
your
in my mind as a
cephalopods right.
jellyfish. And so a jellyfish it shall remain.
What a sailor. All right, so you guys are going to start working your way south, as you said. How are you doing this? Let's begin this journey. So the moment you basically step out of this market heading south, you are in the water. So you are at the edge of the break.
Well, I might as well just alter self and make myself look like one of the people that are doing all the attacking.
Okay, have you seen one yet? I guess you kind of have at a distance. Sure, go for it. Alter self.
Yeah. That's like a 16? Yeah, 16 to cast.
That's pretty good. You make a pretty convincing one.
Hey, maybe you should take the rest of us prisoners. You're a prisoner, and then have Chaka Kano be your bodyguard / slave.
I mean, it looks like they're just killing everybody, but sure, we can try it. So I'm gonna take out my rope, and I'm gonna tie up Gago and Yora.
Okay.
Why doesn't Yora
Loosely,
just
so I can free
wild
my
shape?
hands quickly if I need to.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would wild
well-
shape, but I can't. I've already used 2 of my wild shape slots. It seems.
I know, it's okay.
Oh.
We're all tired, it's okay.
All right, so they're tied up, and what's Chaka Kano doing? Just like
He's,
I
my muscle. I don't know.
He drapes
Alright.
seaweed over himself to look like he just came out of the ocean.
Yeah, he's a isopod. Have you ever seen one of those before? Huh? You know?
I like this. All right, that sounds good. All right,
now
you
we
guys
Yep.
begin your journey.
start walking south.
Yep.
Every once in a while, I'll shout something like, "Move it! Come on,
All right.
land legs!"
right,
Yes,
sure.
because they must speak our language.
Yeah, I was gonna say they might not speak our language. You might be better if you just say nothing at all.
Okay. Duly noted. Will not talk.
But you can prod us with your whatever every once in a while.
Yeah.
All right, so you make it about what would be 3 tent rows down, and you can hear just a cacophony of what sounds like strikes and blows coming from where you've been before, over at the Foundry District. Apparently, when the line broke and everyone started fighting, a bunch of those guys pulled out their weapons and started fighting back. So there's quite the battle going on over there. And as you are doing that, you see there's movement of others that come running from the east, which looks fully flooded out, going across your path. Roll someone. Actually, no. Since you're at the lead hand, roll me a 1d20. Tell me what you get.
20.
20. You are doing great. So they blow straight past you, and don't even like look twice. They just see like one of their own doing something, and they're like, whatever. So that group hightails it over to that far side. And you guys, I'm trying to do a little map here on my end so I keep track of you. All right, you make it down here. And Gago, that sense you had before of the magic is starting to really like ring in your ears. It's almost like tinnitus, just buzzing. You feel that affecting you as you guys continue on. There's what looks like a kind of a, I don't know how to describe it, a different looking one of the creatures. It has robes instead of armor, and as you get within, let's say, about 60 feet of it, it was looking off to the side, and it turns and sees Hen at the lead. And you notice it's kind of attention has turned on you.
Are there any others around it?
Not immediately, no.
How
I was
far
gonna
away
do
is
some
it?
sort of like salute or like a nod or something really quick and like keep walking.
Okay, give me a let's just do, what would that be? Persuasion check.
Oh no. 12? Wait, actually, I'm gonna use Flash of Genius and add a 4 to that, so that's 16.
That is exactly what I rolled.
Oh no!
So I think in this case, yeah, there is a plus on this side that I missed. But Ty usually does go to this defender, so it questions you, and you see it put up a hand, like telling you to stop.
Alright, I stop.
Wait, so there's no other things around right now?
Well, there's movement kind of coming towards you from further to the east. Like troop movements going over to join that battle. So they're closing, well, not necessarily on your position, but, if nothing happens, they would keep running straight by.
But they can see us.
Yes, they can see you. They're just further off in the distance, a couple 100 feet.
Dang.
I know Chaka Kano was contemplating a quiet murder.
Well, naturally, I mean,
No. Expeditious thing to do.
sometimes some people just need a good killing.
I tend to agree.
So the one that one you see it's writing on a series of basically like water jets. The water itself is supporting it as it slides over to you. It looks right at you and asks a question in its language. It's like
Wait, does anyone understand this? Gago, do you understand it?
Maybe if it's like speaking Aran or Akwan. Or-
yes, you do. You do understand it.
Ah, perfect.
So, Chaka Kano, if Gago translates, Chaka Kano telepathically relays it.
So
Oh,
what
nice.
does the robot dude say?
So the robot one is asking Hen, "What are you doing?"
Okay.
Oh,
Chaka
I
Kano,
can't do that.
no, Chaka Kano says to Hen, like, pretend you are unable to speak. Use your body, not your words.
Or she can use me as she can just be like motion to me peremptorily, like she's too important to speak, and then expects me to do the translating.
All right, Chaka Kano relays this too, and just like me.
All right, sure. So I'm like, yeah, okay. I just like give a slight nod to Gago, and kind of like look away a bit, like slightly up, a bit snooty.
Okay, Gago, what do you say?
What do I say? I say, she says she is just taking us. She has business of her own south of here, and she is just taking her servants with her. We be her servants, and prisoners. She has enslaved us. She's enslaved us.
Don't be
Very
so
smooth.
eager.
I'm making this shit up as I go along. Give me a break.
She's like enslaved. The water kind of rises up around your feet, and that you can tell you're being yelled at in the language. Gago, you hear, "How dare you? You are told no prisoners. You are not to take any of them. Kill them all now."
I'm assuming that gets translated back to me.
I.
I'm gonna. Okay. I'm gonna give like a sigh, but then like roll my eyes and nod. And I'm gonna give Yora and Gago like a look, and then I'm gonna aim to strike. But I'm gonna try to like
Oh.
miss. You guys gotta make it look convincing. You guys gotta like play dead.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So I'm gonna. I don't know.
She's gonna smack us.
Yeah.
Like a theatrical stabbing.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Let's see. This is going to be a performance, so I almost want to say basically you're rolling performance for each. Just
All right, works for me.
All right. So I roll.
well, actually, I think no. I like Gago's idea. Each one of you rolls to perform your death scene and be as convincing as possible.
Even
Okay.
Chaka Kano, his
Yes.
C doesn't work.
I got a 13.
All right, you got a 13. What about the
I'm
others? Go ahead and everyone just roll and then tell me what you get.
I got to 13.
No.
Chaka Kano got a nat 1.
No.
Real quick, Hen, roll your performance. I just want to know how well you perform your stabbing.
Three.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
I guess we're battling.
but I like this idea. Just to set the scene here first. So there's the sigh, and you just like half-assedly go up and just like don't even make contact with. You kind of just stab at Gago, who grabs his chest. Is like, "Oh, I am slain," and goes down. And the creature's like, "Whatever." And then you do the same to Yora. You're like, "Damn dwarves." And Yora's like, "Oh, cruel world," and goes down. And then you just kind of go up to Chaka Kano, who you point the knife at. You don't even move, and he just like throws himself to the ground, legs flapping in the air, and is just like, "I am dead." Ugh.
He can't speak even. He just makes a screech.
Yes, perfect. He just throws himself back with a loud screech and legs flailing in the air, and then he just kind of flops him to the side. And the eye stalk like turns over to look at the robed one just to see if it's looking at him. And
Well, did he buy it?
no, not at all. In fact, the whole performance is so bad. He, what does he do? He's just absolutely had enough of everyone, and he just looks at you and like, "You are such a failure. I should kill you myself. Ah, you just anger me so." And he throws down into the water below you a little crystalline sphere. And I need everyone to... What are we doing? Make a Constitution saving throw.
Of course, because we're rolling so well tonight.
Hen gets a 16.
I got a 19.
Chaka Kano gets a
Dang.
21.
I got a 15.
Dang! That sarcastic remark, I think, was your saving grace. So... Man. Let's see here. So I'm gonna say all of you. Where's the thing? Here it is. Sorry, I gotta read this. I didn't expect all you guys to do so well.
Oh yeah, we're doing great.
You didn't expect us to die right away. Oh, uh-huh.
No, you only take 9 cold damage each, but I want to see what this other thing says. So the entire the water here freezes solid to a depth of 6 inches over a 30-foot area. And while you only took that little bit of damage, you are frozen. You are all frozen in place at the moment.
Okay.
No.
So at this point, I guess since you guys mentioned you were ready for battle, I would say roll for initiative.
I really hope Chaka Kano gets first. 19.
I got a nat 20.
Nice.
I'm looking. I gotta do maths. 13.
Yep.
6 for Hen.
All right. So, since the first guy already went, now, Yora, you, everyone is now. Bear in mind that you guys tried this performance first, so everyone is prone and you're frozen in the water or in the ice. What is it you want to try to do from this position?
Well,
And if you
I would.
if you can't do anything, that's okay.
I mean, how frozen are we? Can we move our hands? Or are we like totally encased in a block of ice?
Not as much as Chakakano is. I mean, he's like turtle on his back in the sun, frozen in a block of ice type of frozen. Uh, the rest of you, I'll say your hands are up. Like maybe
All
when
right.
you went down, you're like, and you landed with your arms on your chest or something. So you know your torso is frozen, but your arms are movable.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I will cast a spell if I can.
Okay.
I want to cast Blight onto the robed being.
Okay.
So that is 22 to cast.
Nice.
And that is 8d. Oh, so the creature has to make a saving throw.
Constitution saving
Constitution
throw,
saving
and I
throw.
just failed it.
Okay, so then it's 8d8 damage.
Dang. You want me just to
Okay.
type that in real quick?
Yeah, that'd be easier.
All right, rolling the dice. That is 36.
Nice.
That is a heck of a lot of damage. What an opening blow. Good job. All right, Chakakano, you are stuck on your back. You can attempt a, I believe, strength check to try and break free.
Or, alternatively, what would happen if he enrages and his fire wave goes out?
A good question. It is magical ice, so let's see.
He's also magical fire.
And it is magical fire. Let's say you enrage, which will melt the area immediately around you.
Okay. So, sorry everyone, but everything takes 3 fire damage.
That's okay.
And then, I guess, as he's getting up, because getting up takes half your movement speed, right?
Correct.
And the thing is pretty close to him.
Yes, it had moved in to yell at Hen.
All right. So as he's getting up, he grabs his great axe and swings in an upward motion at the creature with a 20 to hit.
All right. Whew. Yeah, that hits.
So that is 16 slashing.
Okay.
He follows up with a second attack, which is it's 26. It's going to hit.
Yeah.
And that is 20 slashing damage.
Dang. Is this your magical one, by the way?
Yes.
Awesome.
Thanks to our magnificent artificer.
Yippee.
Alrighty. Wow, that was dang. All right, Gago,
Takagano angry.
what are you gonna do?
Cast firebolt at him.
I just imagine you're like on the ground, like barely able to move your hands, and you're like, just like firebolt, go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in slush now since Chakakano at least partially melted me.
Yeah, I thought it was funnier you just being stuck there doing that.
Oh, yeah. I hear ya. All right. Well, that'd be a 19 to hit.
Oh, geez, that hits.
Nice. That'd be 8 fire damage.
All right, Jesus. Okay, and Hen.
How melted am I?
You're melted enough you could get up. Since you were all within Chakakano's blast radius, I think we decided you're able to pop yourself out.
Well,
Of course,
and
you were
Hen was-
never.
Yeah, she wasn't.
Yeah, Hen was standing, so yeah, you're fine.
Cool. Let me think. No, I would do that, but too many people nearby. Where am I situated between? How many people are now between me and the robed figure?
I think basically just Chaka Kano.
Okay, not ideal. I'm actually going to take this turn to write on my jug of alchemy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna write acid on it. And then,
Right on.
as a bonus action, I will have B-Boy fly in from his covert following location and blast the robed figure from above with a firebolt.
Oh, nice. Now there's a move. I like this.
Does she get sneak attack advantage?
No.
Darn it.
That's an 18.
That hits.
9. And that's 2d10. That is only 6 fire damage, but you know, it's the thought that counts.
Well, he is. Yeah, how can I describe this? So, assuming these things all basically happen at once, he gets absolutely slammed with all of this, blasting and everything, and gets knocked down. He is unconscious, floating just below the surface of the water. You can see he's still breathing, but barely.
Alright. I say now's the time to do it.
Whose turn is it next?
Well, it would
Is
have
it-
been him, but I guess Yora.
Oh, okay. And
Administer
Our
the
feet-
coup de grace.
we're unfrozen?
I mean, you're able to move.
Right.
Yeah, Chaka Kano loosened you up. You can get out.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I move over to the enemy if I can. And I stab them with my scimitar in the throat if possible.
Yeah. I mean, he's just there. You can easily just walk up and stab him.
Okay. All right. So it's 17 to hit.
Oh, you were gonna hit no matter what. I mean,
Oh, okay,
that's what I'm
okay.
saying. You just walk up and stab him. Yeah, you
All right.
you kill him
Oh,
verily.
good. All right. Nice.
I say verily unto thee, thou art dead.
That will show you for meddling with strangers' business. And I rummage through his clothes.
Okay. You don't find anything.
Oh, okay.
The disappointment. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, he was just he's just wearing that robe, and he's obviously just one of the leadership kind of magic usery types.
Gives me an idea. Hen, why don't you put on his robe? That way you can look like a leadership type.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Why not? I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay, you leave his naked body laying there just beneath the surface and put it on. You're in about let's say shin deep water, so his body just is barely hidden.
Perfect. Alright, continue on.
Aye.
All right.
I cast Arcana again just to feel the pull of the thing. Unless you don't think I need to.
I don't think you need to.
All
I
right.
think you're fine. But you you did cause a bit of a commotion here, so you've caught the attention of a couple of the people who were running across towards that battling area. How do you guys want to deal with them? Like, say there's one coming at you from the northeast and one from the southeast.
So there's just two of them?
Currently, they were running across towards that far western side, and you kind of caught their attention with all of the fireworks and stuff.
How far away are they?
Couple 100 feet in closing.
Oh, a couple 100 feet. Is there...
Yeah.
Have, like, all the
Taka
tents
kinda-
and everything been washed away? Are we pretty much in the open, or what's our surround? So there's nothing to hide
Yeah.
behind?
Nope, everything's pretty much flattened at this point. Some of the ships are scattered about, but you're more in the middle of the field. The vessel carcasses are further inland now.
All right. Well, nothing for it, people. Let's beat feet. Follow me. And then I head south, following the lure of the magic.
Okay, so you're dashing, trying to get as far south as possible.
Chaka kind of
Yep.
just quickly decapitates the mage guy and then grabs his head and follows.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you make it. So you make it pretty far down. Let's say you make it to about the middle of where the like the old traders district used to be. Not the dead center where the tower was. Where that is, you can see it's just been splintered to bits. It looks like one of the merchant ships from the bay was sent right through it and scattered it like Lincoln logs. The bones of the ship, lay like a ripped in half in the sands, covering up several tents that were just beyond it. As you work your way through, you find that there's, as you're running, everyone do an athletics check.
Hen gets a 15.
I got a 6.
21.
17.
I'll go ahead and use Flash of Genius. Yora, add 4 to your roll.
Oh, thank you. That's a 10.
With that splash of genius, basically you giving the help, you guys are able to nimbly dance over the bodies of the wizards that are just littering this area. Many of them look like they've been, blunt force trauma, though a few have obviously been run through with tridents and spears.
Were they not able to defend themselves at all?
Most of the wizards are pretty
some-
incompetent.
And some did fight back, but they lost.
Well, are there
You do
like
see-
no merfolk bodies laying around? You'd think they would get
Oh, there-
like, at least
Yeah,
couple.
there's a couple. Yeah,
All
there's a
right.
few. I mean, but it's like you're talking like 20 to 1, or something like that.
Got it.
This is a surprise attack, Imagine just like the Trojan horse, but the horse is a tsunami.
If only there was some sort of master wizard in a defensible position that could help lead a resistance.
Well, the
except for
Turbo
Disney.
Wizard could. Yeah. You guys kind of murdered the guy that could have led that to.
Minor details.
Let's keep moving.
All right.
Let's not
guys
think
are-
about that, shall we?
All right, you guys are running and dancing through, and really quick, I want to roll that. All right, Hen, a 12 does not hit, correct?
No.
Okay, perfect. So as you're running, a arrow comes flying right in front of you, passing by. Like you just see it like shoot across your face.
Can I try to track the direction of where it came from?
Oh, easily. You turn your head and you can see it. There's one of those armored merfolk has a crossbow that he's reloading.
My disguise isn't working anymore. Everyone floor it.
So wait a minute. Why would the merfolk shoot at someone that looks like one of their leaders?
Probably because they know I'm not. Why would
Because
I?
I rolled.
He-
Yeah, because you're all running together, and he shot randomly, and I was trying to see who he was randomly shooting at of this group of running people.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Hmm.
All right.
I
Well,
mean, I suppose I could like look cross at him about it and see if that still works.
No, probably not. I'm going to respond while he's distracted and shoot a firebolt at his face.
Okay, do that.
That'd be 11 plus 7. That'd be an 18 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
All right. 2d10. Make it big.
11.
11 fire damage to the face.
All right, you blast him in the face, and he's just kind of taken aback for a second as it hits him. Does anyone else want to do anything?
I still think our best bet is to get the heck down into that tunnel complex. It's defensible. It has offensive capabilities.
Well, yes. But
the witnesses.
is there going to be a response to someone shooting an arrow at him? Or a crossbow bolt, I should say, if I'm going to be accurate.
You can keep dashing. I mean,
I say just keep dashing.
yeah, let's keep going.
There are some fights we don't have to do.
True.
Especially not with us in such a rough state.
And it seems like a pretty disorganized siege, so they're probably not communicating to a grand leader real time.
no, you can definitely tell that, like, the further south you look, there's less and less people, less things going on. Almost everything seems to be happening up on the fringes, like around to the east and the northwest and to the far west. You can see fighting and all sorts of stuff between like the ship carcasses.
All right. So anyway, so I burn him for 11. I'm guessing that surprised him. So I guess we continue running then.
Yep. So you guys make a pretty good dash down, and just for fun of it, come on, there we go. Wow. Just on a chance, I figured I'd throw it, and I did nat 20 this one, but it's just going to be a regular hit. And that is going to grab the right die. So that one is going to hit Gago. Yeah, it just wings you for 7 damage, 7 piercing.
Great.
All right, but you stumble a bit, and you guys keep going. You're at a full run, you know, moving away, and if anyone glances back and sees the guy, he's just kind of given up and continued his movement due west.
Okay.
All right. You eventually make it into what used to be the Broad Market. There's just debris floating all about some of it's making its way back towards the sea. You see various like linens and fineries on the surface that are just buoyant enough to float. They're almost like jellyfish in the water. And there doesn't appear to be any life around you. This whole area, in fact, most of it looks like it's been scraped, almost like some of the ships just like a bulldozer pushed through here and knocked down entire swaths of the area.
Hmm.
Okay.
Such destruction. The poor people. Someone will pay for this.
Am I still feeling the pull of the magical item?
Oh, no, you're not feeling a sense of anything. No. You're just like here. I don't know how else to say it. Like you made
Okay.
it. You ran down here. You made it to here.
Well, I mean, I thought I was following the pull of the magical item. I thought that was
No.
awesome. Oh.
No, you were sensing magic. Then it was the magic of the guy you killed.
Uh,
Oh. Well, that means we got a big player off our plates. That's good.
All right.
But
Is
yeah,
there-
so you made it down to here. What do you do from here?
Are there any structures left around us?
Nope, everything is flat. You can see the kind of brickwork just under the surface of the water.
Hmm.
It's not even really brickwork, it's just like hardened areas where, people have walked so much they've compacted the turf.
Gotcha.
Turf
Well, and all the fighting is behind us. Well, I kind of wade around in the water and look for any signs of like a basement area, I guess.
Basement area. You're looking for that entrance that you used before?
Yeah.
Oh, roll investigation.
Okay. It's a 9.
Yeah, you're not very successful. You're like, guys, I don't really fully recognize this area, and there's just kind of water as far as the eye can see.
Well, I was the one who originally found the manhole cover before. Can I do an investigation check?
Yes. How about with advantage, since you were the one that knows best?
Yeah. That will be a 25.
Oh, geez. Yeah, you're like, don't worry about it. It's right over here. I remember this area well. The way the shadows cast or whatever. It's right here. So you find that, and you're able to clear the area off. But there is still the problem that as you do that, the whole thing is underwater.
That's not ideal.
Well,
And
I
we pile
actually
up
have a
rubble to make a
spell.
little dam.
I
guess,
have a spell.
fully underwater?
I haven't used it ever before, but it didn't come in handy. But it's water breathing. It says 10 creatures can breathe underwater for 24 hours.
Holy crap. That was not.
Yeah.
I did not expect that to be pulled out.
I was waiting for. I put it in the spell repertoire just in case we had a water situation.
Wow. All right.
That is incredibly useful.
Yeah. Good call.
So I cast it on us,
Okay.
and
So you
yeah, we
guys,
can.
you feel tingly and like, yeah. yeah. I don't know how much different you might feel. Do you want to give a description of how the spell like makes people feel?
Mm, no, I don't think it makes us feel any different. Honestly, I think it's kind of like a leap of faith. You have to go underwater and kind of like trust that it works.
Oh, okay. I just had the thought of maybe like um someone kind of breathes in heavy and where they normally would like catch that little bit of spit that chokes you and you want to cough. Instead,
Uh-huh.
you just breathe normally.
Yeah. Yeah. Like our
Aha!
airways
It
are
is the
hyper.
anti-spittle spell.
Yes.
Okay. So we descend into the manhole cover then?
Yep. It sounds
All
like
right.
it.
I mean, I guess the best thing would be if we just kind of pry it open and slide in and seal it back shut behind us.
Sure. How do you do that?
Uh, Shaka Kano gets down and kind of pries it up, and there's a rush of water and everything, so he quickly, as fast as he can, uh, ushers everyone down through the hole, and then as we go back through, he uses like the butt of one of his javelins or something to pull it back into place. Kind of
Okay.
Shaka Kano handle it. Not really
Yeah.
manhandle.
All right. Bug handle.
Yeah.
I like it. All right.
He
So
does
yeah,
have
you
two
get it
sets of
all in
hands to
there.
work with.
Fair. All right. So you get it set, and you guys are inside.
Is the water leaking in still, or
Oh, you're totally in water. You are swimming.
Because it was like
Yeah.
flooded before. Yeah, it was like all flooded.
Well, before it
let's
was
hope the
dry.
entire...
Now it's very
Okay.
flooded.
Oh. Well, good thing we can breathe in here. uh we might want to cast some kind of light spell. Can we see?
It's very dark. Those with dark vision can see.
Oh, so I'm blind.
I have dark vision.
So you're fine. You can see. It's like black and white.
Okay. So
But
where's the big panel?
it's pretty deep. It's going to take you guys a little while to get there. Remember, like you have
How
to
long
go
does
through
this
several rooms.
how long does this breathing underwater spell last?
24
It says
hours?
24 hours.
Oh, okay, we're good then. Yep, all right, sounds
Yeah.
good.
All right, someone's gonna have to like take my hand and lead me because I can't see.
I shall tie us together with the rope that you had.
I mean,
Okay,
don't you have the ability to also do dancing lights?
not me. No.
I do, but it's
Oh,
not.
Kago.
Yeah, I do, but it's not all that useful if we're trying to move. You know what I'm saying?
Ah. You can't just like attach a light to something?
Nah, I don't know.
I think it's like you have to move them regularly. Like
I
you
think
have to
so,
will it
too.
to happen.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, why not? I'll look it up. You create 4 torch side lights. Okay. Oh, load. Come on. Each light sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius. As a bonus action, on your turn, you can move the lights up to 60 feet to a new spot within range. So you could cast it
And
and
then just keep moving it.
yeah, just keep moving it with you.
Okay, sure.
You know, since your main action is going to be swimming, and then your bonus is moving the lights, so you could just have it kind of 4 of them, all dim light guiding your way.
Sounds good. And I was successful in casting that.
Awesome. I just imagine like a band-aid constellation, in front of you, like a square, just floating down through the long hallway.
Nice.
Yes. Aye.
And it is a long hallway. As you guys were here last time, it was a couple 100 feet of swimming that you would have to do to get all the way around and into the chamber where that control chair was.
Yeah, but we can breathe, so it's not really that big of a deal.
I know, it's just slow and annoying. And I wonder if anything washed in from the sea.
How? It was a sealed tunnel.
I don't know. There was a whole half of this place you never went to.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No, I rolled a nat one, so no, there was nothing.
Hooray!
Huzzah!
I just had to check.
You didn't have to check. You could have just made the executive decision of like, nope, no, it was down here.
Well, where's the fun in that?
The part where we don't die is kind of nice. I'll be
Ah.
honest.
But you guys are already safer than I ever expected. All right, you eventually get your way all the way around into that chamber.
Excellent.
Let's fire up the computer. Put the fuse in.
Yeah, hopefully we don't electrocute ourselves. Electricity and water don't usually mix very well.
I mean, this was machinery designed by merfolk, so...
I mean, that is a good point.
Yeah, you're fine. You can reach in and take it out without getting electrocuted.
Nice.
Man, I pity that poor guy and his micro penis.
Mr. Burns.
Oh,
That's-
somebody just raced by our house in a very, very loud vehicle.
Gotcha.
One of those people that thinks they're all that and a bag of chips.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was just so out of context. I was very confused.
Well, I thought maybe
Um,
you would have heard it through the.
No, I
micro-
didn't.
It was that loud.
No, thankfully your noise canceling works well.
Oh, good.
But all right, so you get the machine powered up, and it's sitting there glowing. Who's taking it for a spin?
Wasn't it our artificer who used it before and figured it out?
Well, yeah, but now I'm kind of blind and I can't see anything.
But I mean, it's an active screen.
We have the lights, the dancing lights.
Okay.
Yeah. It was dancing lights, plus there
yeah,
was a whole, like, bird's eye readout, like a satellite image, live feed.
Yeah, it basically displays, it's like Google Earth. You lay in it and it starts out wide, and then you can narrow down using the controls.
That's all right. Well, yeah, I can give it a go. And I guess aim for where we saw
Well,
the most concentration of attackers.
Probably first scout out the area to see if there's any particular, command structure or command tent. And then, cut the head off the snake.
True. But I mean, they did come riding in on a colossal wave. I don't know if that wave also contained the materials for a base camp.
No.
But we can look for it first.
As you look around, well, here, I'm gonna make some rolls, make sure I determine things. So I'm kind of curious myself. No, you look around and you don't see a particular like base camp type of thing. It appears this is kind of the the beachhead, the initial attack. But
Hmm.
where you do see people is around the outsides of the where the wave broke. So you've got, skirmishing, which by now is has died down quite a bit in many of the areas. It appears that the merfolk sent wave after wave of their own men at them until much of the remaining market goers were defeated.
Oh, jeez.
There's some you can see that successfully fled into the desert, though you also know how large and unforgiving that desert is. And as you look to the northeast, you see where there used to be the orcs, and even they have been decimated, their area.
Oh no.
Not the orcs.
Well, where be the largest concentration of merfolk?
Probably kind of near where you guys were, but in the Foundry District. That's where most of them had run to after they had slaughtered most everyone else.
Suggest that be where we launch our first strike.
Works for me. Also, talking
Alright.
underwater is much easier with Chaka Kano doing telepathical communication.
This is right. Yeah, absolutely.
Hooray! I'm a relay system.
Couldn't do it without you, Chaka Kano. You're our operator.
All right. So you send out one of those blasts. There's a bright flash of light, and from your tracking vantage, you see a strike, and it blows up a section and takes out. Oh, I die. Oh, like it's more than that. Jeez. Let's say you take out like 30 of them in a single blast.
Nice.
Nice. Fire again. Maybe a little to the sides, to the flanks
Just
of
keep-
the skirmish.
Keep
What else
finding
left? No, your other left.
no, just keep finding the biggest concentrations.
Yeah.
All right, you fire off another one, and there's a massive explosion. It comes up and it's like, 10 fatalities and let's say 12 casualties.
Cool.
Nice. Fire again. At the next one.
All right. I'm assuming you're just gonna keep doing it every time yours like fire.
Aye.
I mean, it seems like they killed most everyone else, so
Until the
Why not?
bastards retreat. We have to teach them a lesson.
That's right. Karma's a bitch.
yeah, I was
All
just
right.
starting to kind of like this market, and then they destroyed it.
We will teach him what it means to be a murder hobo.
All right, so you've killed 29 on that blast, and then you fire another one off, and it only kills like a dozen. And then the whole thing seems to flash and power down.
We ran
No.
Nope, as
Our
resident
murder
artificer,
toy.
I go check on the fuse. Oh, if someone will lead me over, and I guess, Gago, at this point, we're not moving that much if you want to cast dancing lights or whatever.
Oh, I had them with me. They're still there.
Yeah, they've been on the whole time. You've been able to see.
Yay, scene. I love that. Okay.
All right, yeah,
So
you go
I'll
over to.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I say you go to where it's installed, and you pop it out, and you see that it's gone totally dark.
Maybe we can
Wow.
find a way to
Yeah,
recharge
there's
it.
no way to charge it.
Okay, you
You
both
know,
were talking.
since
So,
we
oh, go ahead.
say since we didn't explore this entire thing before, there's the possibility that if there's a using station here, there might be a recharging station here.
That's true.
We should save the fuse just in case we can recharge it.
Alright.
Well, should we travel back to the surface?
Why? There's a whole invasion out there, and we haven't even explored half of this place.
Well, I just
Maybe we
worry
can
that
find a dry area to actually get some rest and recuperate before we go back into battle.
Uh,
I
pretty
don't know
good
about you, but
argument.
Chakakano's hurting mighty big.
Yeah.
And we don't have a lot of
uh,
spell slots.
No.
No. I would definitely prefer to find someplace safe to rest.
Yeah, it's just like swim in and explore and see if we can find a dry room somewhere.
Or a place to recharge the fuse.
Yeah.
And how many hours has it been since we've been down here?
Oh, I don't know. Let's call it not that long. Maybe an hour and a half, something like that.
Oh, okay.
2 hours at the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty of time. Okay. Let's keep looking around.
I mean, technically speaking, even if we don't find a dry room, we have 24 hours of water breathing. We can just kind of float and rest.
Fair. All right. Well, you swim through the hallway back to where there's an intersection, and the only place you hadn't been is to the south. So I'll just assume you swim that way. It loops you around in a long meandering path until you're going north again, where you have the choice to either continue swimming to where you can see what looks like kind of an archway up ahead, or to your right is what looks like a very solid, like, steel door.
Ah. I shall, or actually, Chakakano, do you want to try to open the steel door? Since ye be the strongest of us.
Shall try.
Roll a strength check real quick.
22.
You pull the door open. You got like all 6 of your legs on it, and you pry it open, and as you do, the water starts rushing through. This room is obviously unflooded. And everyone else, do you just go with it as the water's carrying you, or do you try to resist?
I'll go with it.
We'll just
go
low.
All right, so as Chakakano pulls it open, you all get sucked through, and then Chakakano, do you just try to like throw your body through with the flow?
Yep. Just try to slide
Awesome.
around the corner.
Yep, you push that door open and you just launch yourself through, and you guys roll into this room. There wasn't that much water, and it spreads across the floor in a very thin layer, and then just kind of drains down through the bottom. You're in a hexagonal room that is, about 70 feet across. There's a door out to the south from the point that goes somewhere. You can't tell from here, but where you're at right now is there's a table, like a big round table in the middle. Kind of a weird looking chandelier hanging from the ceiling dead center, and the outer walls are adorned with a variety of what looks like the conduits and stuff, and old paneling that all appears to be cracked and broken.
Hmm.
So nothing that
there's-
really appears useful. Initially useful.
Correct.
Okay.
But it's dry,
So,
and you're obviously in a watertight room.
okay. So here's an interesting question. So can we breathe air right now as well as water? Or can we just breathe
Yes.
water?
No, you can breathe either. Water
Okay.
breathing just means you can breathe water when you're in water, and yeah, you're in air though.
Excellent.
Seems
All
like a
right,
good
well.
place to rest. Yeah. What were you saying?
I was going to ask what is the plan now?
Rest.
I want to search. I want to search the room before resting, though.
Okay.
There's a big table, you said?
Yes.
Is there anything on the table?
No, it looks like it was abandoned long ago. As you touch it and slide your fingers across it, it feels cold and smooth. It's almost like glass.
Hmm. I want to kind of touch different areas of the table and inspect it.
Okay. You look around, touching it, and roll me perception.
Okay. It's 15.
You find an area where it's like divoted, and you can kind of almost hook it with your finger. It feels like a button almost.
I put my finger in it.
Nothing happens. It's like it was supposed to do something, but it is broken.
Okay.
Like there's something wrong, I mean.
Right. I want to look around the room for any like debris on the ground.
Oh, there's all sorts of random bits of debris. Looks like, little chunks of rock and wire and so forth.
Is there anything shiny? Crystally?
Um, Trying to think. No, not really.
Okay. I want to inspect the wallpaper around the room with the circuits on it.
Yeah, it's not wallpaper. It's actual like conduit and like monitor stations.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Are there any buttons?
You don't see any.
Or no switches or anything like that?
Maybe on a couple of like the monitor areas there might be something. You try poking them all and nothing seems to activate or do anything.
Well, the room seems safe enough for sleeping to me.
All right. Well, let us settle down then.
Yes. I am very tired from all of my war crimes.
All your war crimes. Oh my goodness.
As we all should be.
Yeah,
What
I
is
mean,
a
like,
war crime?
do you want me to look up the definition for you?
No,
We
It's
say
never a
just-
war crime the first time.
Those sea creatures were
Name.
killing innocent people first, so
Yes, this
they
one is
had it coming.
confused. Is not the goal of war to win?
Well, I guess in a true sense, yes, Chakakano.
Then what is the crime? You win or you lose?
Well, just keep thinking of that great line from Dogma, you know. Raining down sulfur is like an endurance trial, man. Mass genocide is the most exhausting activity one can engage in next to soccer.
Okay. All right. Well, I suggest we all settle down for a rest.
Yes.
Long nap.
Long nap. All right, yeah, you guys chill, and you have a very undisturbed long nap, as you are basically fully isolated from the world whilst you are in this room.
Sweet.
Nice.
I would like to trade one of my spells out for another spell, possible.
Yeah, now's a good time to do it. In fact, you guys all need to level up
Yippee.
because you guys did excellent.
Awesome.
What does that take you to, by the way?
10.
And
Nice. Hey, you guys are punching way above your level. Good job.
Yippee.
Excellent. Let's see here. Do
Oh,
I get...
long rest. Thy name is beauty.
Let's see. 6th level, 14th. Okay. My Storm Sorcerer, I don't really gain any extra abilities Storm Sorcery wise until level 14, so.
Let's see.
Ugh.
Magic item adept. Ooh. I want to get more infusions.
Eh.
Yay. It's got another random buff that's never going to come into play. But
What
I get
is it?
more infusions. That's the good part. Magic item adept. So basically, I can attune to up to 4 magic items at once, and if I craft a magic item with a rarity of common or uncommon, it takes a quarter of the normal time and costs half as much as the usual gold.
We should, I think instead of attunement, it should be like you have the ability to identify because your intelligence is super high.
Uh-huh.
Like, because what's your int right now? Isn't it like 15?
18.
18? Yeah, with that high of an int, plus you have that ability, I would say that you have the ability to, you get, where it says up to 4 items, I'll say it's up to 4 rolls. And so if you want to identify a magical item, you'll be able to roll 4 times to identify it. And it's something that you can do.
Okay.
I think that's way more useful, and it kind of fits with what your abilities are.
Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, okay. I'm all good.
Oh,
There's too
hey.
much for me to do. That's the problem. It's like I have so much I can do now that I have a long rest. I just don't know what to do.
Nice. Everyone also now gets fire resistance when they're within Chakakano's Storm Aura.
Yay!
Nice.
Nice.
Life's great.
I gain another meta magic, which I have not used yet, so.
yeah, I get another cantrip. I think I have another Circle of the Moon feature too.
Nice.
Ooh. And he gets 4 fire damage now. He explodes. So everyone only takes 2.
Yay!
All right. Anyway. It's 3, 3, 2.
Oh wow, yeah, I can turn into an air elemental or fire elemental if I use both of my wild shapes.
Sick.
Crazy.
That's totally elemental. Wah wah.
Wah, wah. Let's see.
Okay. Cool. Oh yeah, I was gonna check that. Here we go. That's right, because I get new items I can make with my replicate item infusion. Cool, but I'm not gonna get into that right now because that would take way too long. Cool.
Yeah.
I can make a hat of disguise. Repeat Chocofano's hat.
Oh yeah. The top hat with the unicorn sticking out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I can make a Super Mario Bros. Pipe. I can make something called Pipes of the Sewers.
What? Pipes
So-
of the sewers.
The
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's just on this list of items I can make now that I'm a 10th level artificer. Or artificer.
You must be proficient with wind instruments.
Mm. I am not that.
It's so ordinary rats and giant rats are indifferent to you and will not attack you.
That's so random.
Hold on. There's more. Pipes have 3 charges. If you play play them as an action, you can use a bonus action to expend 1 to 3 charges, calling forth 1 swarm of rats
Oh yeah, that's pretty
with
cool.
each
That's
expended
pretty-
charge. Yeah.
No, yeah. I got like a whole huge list of items I can make instead of an alchemy jug now. But I kind of like the alchemy jug.
It's pretty handy.
Yeah. I can be very creative with it. But some of these sound kind of cool, so I'll have to look into that later.
Well, Chakakano appreciates your sacrifice of letting him keep his axe, unless you can
Oh,
upgrade
no, it's
it.
fine. In fact, I just got a new infusion, so I can now make an additional item. Yippee! Yeah, that's about it for me.
Cool.
Nice.
Oh. Although your fan's beeping. Alright, cool.
All right, so you guys, will say you wrap up your long rest here.
Yep.
It's been a full 8 hours or so. What do you do from here?
I'd recommend we explore the places that aren't completely flooded. You know, the doors that are openable.
Well, there is another door on this room.
Exactly.
Yes, I agree.
Gago, would your magic touch do the honors?
Oh, checking the door for booby traps? Absolutely.
Exactly. And magic hand to open instead of just brute force.
Ah. That to be a 17 to investigate the door for booby traps.
Yep, you check it out, and it seems to just be a basic untrapped door.
Okay. I shall open it.
All right. You push it open, revealing a room beyond that's about 30 foot square. The walls appear to be completely covered in like a green crystal, shards of which are all over the floor. It looks like it's whatever was here has been intentionally broken.
Ah. Well, me friends, I would suggest that we do not walk across this floor in our bare feet.
I wasn't really planning on it.
Do any of us have bare feet? I mean, I guess Chakakano technically does, but Titan is a special case,
Yeah, you have
I guess.
pretty natural shoes.
You say no, but that's why it was a joke.
I mean, depending on how, if Yora is wild shaped into a bear or not, she could have bare feet on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, the puns.
Alright, anyways. That was a good one. Good one, guys. All right.
No. The real threat is if you do become a bear, you got to watch out for those guys that have the hats that say 2A on them. Because they'll think they have a right to your arms and they'll try and cut them off.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Right to bear arms.
I know.
You get it? Wasn't that just like a high caliber joke? That was really funny.
It was a real knee
It
slapper.
was great.
All right, I'm sorry.
Oh man.
No, we're just killing it here. We're so funny, guys. I'm so glad that we're like publishing this as content for other people. We're a riot.
Anyway,
All right. Anyway.
that's
Crystal.
the entirety of that room.
Okay.
I want to pick up a piece of the crystal.
Sure. Yeah, you pick it up and look at it. It's shiny, green, kind of almost glass-like.
Okay. I put it in my satchel.
Sure.
So was the crystal like growing on the walls, or is this was like a big green crystal that got smashed?
Yep, the latter.
Okay. All right. I shall do an Arcana check to see if their crystal used to be magic.
Sure, go for it.
That'd be a 9.
You-
plus 3, so a 12.
12. All right. So you kind of get a feeling like there was magic passing through this at one time, but not now.
Ah, the plot thickens.
Hmm.
All right. Magic passing through at one time, but not now.
Yeah, like it, almost was a conduit or something once upon a time.
Huh.
Conduit for evil.
I'm just thinking. Wonder if we stuck the fuse in, if anything would happen.
Probably not. The fuse is pretty electrical. This seems magical.
Well, magical, electrical.
There's
Magic
a
is just
difference.
electricity you can't understand.
I mean, electricity is just magical smoke anyway.
See? There you go.
There's a difference.
The artificer. You guys are so dumb.
No, but
Literally
I
specialized in
learned
both.
that. Yeah, electricity is this magical smoke, and electrician's job is to keep this magical smoke inside of the machines. If it gets out, the
Exactly.
machine stops working.
Yep.
We have discussed this on here before.
Yes, but for our new listeners, this is all electricity is. This is magical smoke.
Pity anyone who would join this podcast and starts listening at this stage.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just watch this most recent episode.
What's going on? All right. Anyway, okay. Is there any other doors in this room?
No.
Okay. So this is a dead end then.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And the other room only had the two doors. The one that let us in,
Yes.
and then this one.
Yes.
All right. Well, me hearties, apparently it's time for us to go swimming again.
Do I have to cast water breathing again?
I mean, it's still
I mean, it's only
24
been
hours,
like
isn't it?
10 hours. We still got like
Okay.
14 hours of water breathing.
True. Okay.
You still got 10.
All right. Well, let us open this steel door then and continue on our way. I guess through the archway.
Well, here, hold on. So Takakano opens the door, and you guys expect to be hit with a wall of water, and you find that the hallway on the other side is drained.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't trust it.
I don't either. Shall we sneak back to the control room and see if there are nefarious people that have taken that real estate over?
I don't think that's maybe necessary, but I like the thought.
Well, who is good at sneaking?
I mean,
+3
objectively
stuff.
speaking, Chaka Kano is.
True.
Yeah.
Kano, do you want to do a quick scout and make sure that we don't have enemies in our control room?
Okay. I guess roll for stealth. Ooh.
Did you say
18.
2? Oh, 18.
No, I said do
Yes,
do
you're-
do do.
You're very stealthy. You sneak around the corners, glancing. You don't see anyone. Eventually, making yourself to the room. You check it, and there doesn't appear to be anyone there. You check the adjoining chamber. There's no one there. You even check down the hall all the way to the entrance, and there's no one there. You find you are still alone.
That is very good news.
So Roan Reed.
All right. Well, I'm assuming Chakra Kano rejoins us, and then we can continue on our journey.
We'll say he does.
Yes.
All right. Then...
He just decides to abandon the party in the once flooded tunnels.
You never
Like,
know.
yeah, it's been a good run.
You never know with this with this group of with this group.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Fair.
I'm pretty sure Chaka is the most loyal out of all of us.
I mean, this is true, but we do tend to be a pretty chaotic bunch.
Well, you work your way back around and you head up to the north. You find that the door here at the end of the hallway is slightly ajar.
I peek through the door cautiously.
Peeking in, you see what looks like the body of a woman lying on the floor.
Well, that's
No one. No one alive.
Nope.
Okay.
All right. How can we tell just by looking at her how long ago she died, or do we need to go in and like do an investigation?
You'd have to go inside the room. You're just peeking through.
All right. I guess. Who wants to go into the room first?
I will
Thanks for
go.
volunteering, Gago. There you go.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's let the sorcerer with the least amount of hit points go into the room first.
Okay, fine. I will, you big baby.
Can't
I'll go
Chakakano just
Alright.
stealthily
Bobby.
enter the room?
Now, Hen pushes her way in as Chakakano stealthily enters and walks over to the body. Hen, what do you want to investigate or what?
I was gonna poke it, but
Sure.
Poke him.
That's an investigation.
You poke the body, and some water comes out of the mouth. It appears to have drowned recently.
okay. So definitely dead.
Yes.
Okay. You never know.
Anyone have speak with the dead?
No.
I had the opportunity to, but I chose not to. I mean, technically, I still could. I don't have that spell slot, like,
I mean,
full.
does anybody know first aid? Maybe we can revive her.
I'm pretty sure she's dead.
I was kind of thinking about which spell to add with my new level up. I had underlined reincarnate as my spell to choose. So maybe I should
What,
just
bring
double
her back
down
as a bee or something?
Well, she comes back. If she died within the last 10 days, she comes back. Basically summon a new body, and then she goes into the body. And there's a chance that she could become a different race, but she still has all of her previous memories.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going for it. That's going to be my new spell now for 5th level.
Okay.
Is
Do you guys have
reincarnate.
difficult
So.
spells?
Oh,
I
that could
do,
be useful
apparently.
for Chakakano in the future, because he's near the end
Yeah.
of his life.
If
And
he
he has
dies.
a penchant for dying.
Yes, he does. I thought it would be useful, really, for anybody. We do get into some sticky situations. Okay, so I cast the spell. Do we assume it's
Oh, God.
successful?
Roll.
Roll to cast.
Yeah, please roll your roll a 1d20.
Okay,
Because if you not won this
so-
one, it's going to be hilarious.
true. I did not. I got an 18, so it's 26
Ah.
total, I think.
All right.
We just have like
we're
a
grabbing the-
Frankenstein type thing where the artificer makes the body out of spare parts Chakakano's carrying around.
I work with metal, not bio essence. What?
Potato patata.
Yeah, it says the creature has to roll a d100, and then the race that they could be changed into is determined by that. So
Yeah, I got a boring human.
okay,
Yeah, I rolled an 87. Lame.
lame.
Lame. So
Yeah.
lame.
I'm a human.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but
Lame.
we have all these exotic creatures that it could have become.
Been better if you came back as an Aarakocra or something.
That's not even on the list. I think the spell was written back in like 1E. So anyway, this woman. Oh my god! What the? What? Why does this feel weird? What happened to me? Oh my god! Am I a human?
You were dead,
Oh.
but now you are. I brought you back. Hopefully you
Why?
don't mind. Oh,
Oh.
sorry. Well, if you really want to go, we can always kill you after some questions.
Yeah,
No,
we're
it's
not.
fine. It's just weird being a human. I never expected such a thing.
Oh, yes, it's a side effect of the spell. I apologize.
Yeah, yeah, being a human's really weird. I'm sure you'll get used to it.
What kind? I mean, all right, yeah.
What,
This is
what
bizarre, man.
what was your race before?
What? Oh, I mean, I was a fiend. My whole family were. Oh
Oh,
God, they're gonna come after me. Oh God.
a bit of
I
a
mean,
change.
oh Lucifer. I don't know. Oh,
Well, listen, we could help you with that, maybe, but would you be willing to help us by answering some questions?
uh, I mean, normally I would say no and try to kill you, but this being human thing makes me want to work communally. This is
Well,
bizarre.
that's nice.
Is this? I worry about how you feel now. What did you do to me?
That's called
Hey, we
empathy.
gave her morals.
I guess Chaco says,
We all
"Do not
feel-
worry. You can shut off that emotion if you wish."
Oh, good. God, it feels gross. It's like warm, sticky honey. Ugh.
Fascinating.
What were you doing here in this dungeon area or mine?
But I was trying to figure out this machine. It's crazy complicated, but I think I could use it. Well, I thought I could use it in my old profession. Oh God, I gotta get a job as a human. How am I gonna do that?
What
I
does
don't
the
have any
machine
applicable
do?
skills.
Focus, please.
Oh,
We can worry about
Uh,
that later. What does the
sorry.
machine do?
I I'm not sure. I think it's for charging magical items.
Wow.
Is
That happens.
quite specific. How'd you figure that out?
Well, it's the only thing that kind of made sense to me because I couldn't figure out what would drop into this like round thing over here, and there's a ton of energy in this room, and I figure it's for whatever goes in there gets like energized.
Hmm.
So I was like, huh, I wonder what happens if I drop this dagger in. So I dropped a dagger in, and it came back out all like it was charged with lightning. It was crazy.
Is that how you died?
What? No, I drowned. God, that was awful.
Oh. Good.
Show us this machine, please.
What? Oh, yeah, it's over here. And they go over to the wall and open up push a few things, and like a panel tips out like a toilet on a Firefly class starship.
Nice. Hen, you want to see if your fuse fits in this?
I was gonna wait until the stranger was gone. Thanks, Goggo.
It is an unarmed human. I don't believe she's all that dangerous.
Okay, fine. Well, go ahead and drop the fuse in.
All right, you drop the fuse down inside, and it closes up, and you just see this thing on the wall. It's like an arch, almost like progressive, larger rainbows climbing up the wall, and the first one begins to blink.
Oh.
Charge.
I wonder how long it will take.
The your new friend says, "Well, the dagger I threw in there, I left for like most of a day. It never really came up much on those little light things, but it did. It did at least one of them. So I think it's just gonna take a while, whatever it is. But yeah, like I said, oh man, I'm gonna have to eat food now. What do I like? I've never really eaten before. Well, at least not what humans eat. Like,
That is an
what do
exciting
humans
journey.
eat?
Would you like to try
Listen.
some dried meat?
Yes.
Meat. Yeah, sure. That sounds great. I mean, this is. Oh God, you just made me realize. And you see him kind of like suck his lips. Oh, new mouth. New mouth is weird. Ooh, new
Ah.
teeth, even weirder.
I get the reference.
What is this layer? Do you know?
Layer?
Yeah, this cave system that we're in. Do you know who made it?
Not a single clue.
Hmm.
Predates me. And I'm pretty old. Well, no, I was old. I guess I'm 1 now. 0? Am I 0?
You,
Couple hours.
Yeah.
Not even. Minute.
Were you the one that destroyed the big crystal in the last room? The room before
What?
last?
No, no. I couldn't even get into that other room. The door was sealed tight.
Skill issue.
Well, if you want, you can travel with us and fight some battles and take some loot.
Oh, sure. That sounds like fun. Yeah, why not? I mean, I got the knowledge in my previous life. I just don't really have the strength or, any items.
Well, we can take care of that. We have plenty of items. What's your name, fellow adventurer?
Well, my old name was Krangla, but I don't know. I guess I should take a human name.
Craig. I'm feeling Craig from you.
Craig.
That does feel quite evil. I like this.
Craig.
Welcome to
Cool.
humanity.
Thank you.
Trust me, it's a lot worse than it seems right now. You'll find all the horrible cruelty present in humans soon enough.
Oh man, that's the best like Black Mirror way to end it right there. Just like you'll learn about how bad things are soon, and we just like trail off,
I love it.
and we
Well-
pick up here next time.
Yippee! A long rest! Hooray!
On the new adventures of.
No, his name's Craig now.
That's his old name, yeah. Now it's just Craig. It's shorter.
That's his dead name. Don't use that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Exactly. I'm glad you got my joke.
Awesome.
Good session.
I did not expect it to go there.
No,
Yeah.
I was expecting us to die. Like, legit, I was like, well, this is it. Like, Chakakana's hurt
Yeah.
pretty bad. I'm out of stuff to do. Yep, this is how it ends.
And yet you guys did awesome.
Yay.
Exactly.
Never underestimate the power of weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah.
True. Never underestimate the power of war crimes.
Again, it's only a crime if you lose.
Yep.
That's correct.
Or
You're not
someone
wrong.
else develops the same technology and then you have to come to an agreement not to use it.
This has been an Azentuary LLC production. Find us online at azentuary.com for our character bios, merchandise, Patreon, and more. Thank you for listening.